this whole episode, we were talking about why neutrality is important and why it could be your strongest move when it comes to really addressing your employees and their complaints. And, you know, just picking up Natalie, great resource in her. And there are components of it that people need to be mindful of. It's just, it's looking at it from the knowledge base. So being able to not only know HR practices, but being able to have that legal framing around it, right? Understanding the law and the implications when certain laws or policies aren't followed. Also having the trauma-informed component to this, where you're constantly trying to mitigate against harm, understanding how people show up, and that it's not just the one issue, but it's all the issues that they probably ever had in life that are culminating, right, and showing up, and how that impacts behavior, and holding space for that in a way that, again, assesses safety and allows people to feel grounded, so that they can communicate and get, because it's about the data, right? The richness of the data that you can get out of these investigations. Understanding the impact of when to use an internal investigator or an external investigator, when that makes sense and when it doesn't, depending on the complaint and what's happening. So knowing what levers to pull there, and then really fully understanding the impact on your organization, making sure it closes the loop so that folks understand that complaints are taken seriously, that action will be taken to make sure that they're fully investigated and understood. And then what change can employees expect as a result of the investigation to make sure that things do change. And the impact of not doing it is really can be really, really hard on an organization, and which could even lead to some lawsuits, which like you said, is even worse than the investigation itself. So taking a very thorough and fulsome approach to investigations can really actually set yourself up to realize some really amazing, just impact on the culture, even outside of even just the investigation. So with that said, thanks, Natalie, for this little workshop on internal investigation.
That was great. That was good.